Good morning, YouTubers. This is Mike, and I'm doing a little video on esophageal cancer, which turned into stage 4 liver cancer for me. Back on July 5th, 2018, I went in for a checkup, urged by my wife strongly, because I had a problem swallowing. I had to drink a lot of water. Well, turns out that on July 10th, we got the diagnosis that I had esophageal cancer. And from there, it kind of turned into an interesting journey. And I'll tell you a little bit about that journey real quick. It's been a year and 1 month since my surgery, where they did an esophagectomy, removing about 20% of my stomach and about 95% of my esophagus, and pulling that back up along the backbone, and my stomach now is like a little test tube. That part of the journey scared the hell out of me, but we made it through that. So if I can do that, anybody can do that. You just have to want to do it, and I wanted to do it. I had a few goals in mind that I wanted to do, and I had a wife that made that happen, because she would not let me give up, and she would not give up on me. So that was the best part of that of it all, because after a 25 rounds of radiation and 5 weeks of chemotherapy, that part of it failed, and the tumor grew, so I could not eat or drink anything at all and keep it down. And on October 4th, I didn't feel much like being here anymore. I had lost over 75 pounds, and I just couldn't do it. And my wife said, no, we're going to take you to the hospital. And we went to the hospital, and they fed me through my port. And 8 weeks later, I was going through esophageal cancer surgery, and came through that very well. And thusly, 8 days after I got out of the hospital, it was Wisconsin deer hunting season, and I went deer hunting. Although I missed a nice one, I still went deer hunting, and I enjoyed it. And I had a brother that helped me through everything that there ever was and could be to help me get through it, and sons that helped me get through it. Carrying my backpack out was my oldest son, Jesse, and my gun and everything else, and me trying to get myself dressed, and it was quite the chore. But we managed to get out here, and we hunted in the stand that I am videotaping this from now. So I love all of them very strongly for helping me get through, and all my family members who were there for me to help me get through where I am today. So as of where I'm at today, well, I'm sitting in my deer stand on November 27th of 2019, and enjoying a little snowstorm, and had 4 does walk out, and kind of watching them a little bit, and now it's kind of calming down and not snowing anymore, which is good. In my little journey, after the Wisconsin hunting season that I actually made it to, we did a little muzzleloader hunting, and I had a goal that I told my surgeon I was going to go elk hunting. Well, my brother and I went elk hunting in Colorado in September, on September the 9th, 2019. I drew a bull tag, he drew a cow tag, and we were muzzleloader hunting. And on September the 19th, at 10:05 a.m., I called up the 4x3 bull, and I shot that bull. And that was our first Colorado elk. And that was amazing. More so than you would ever think. That you didn't think you could do it. Well, you can do it if you work hard and work out and keep riding bikes and lifting weights, and you want to do something, you can do it after that surgery. And by the way, that was after finding out 3 months after my esophageal cancer surgery that I had now stage 4 liver cancer, which was devastating to have been told that, because now I had to go through all summer being treated for liver cancer with chemotherapy and an immunotherapy drugs, and although not very pleasant, with lots of side effects, I still worked out. And there's a video of that with a chemo bag and me working out, and that'll come up later on another YouTube video. For those people who have this type of cancer and are hunters, you can go hunting, you can do it, you can make it through, you can make it what you want to do, you can do it. You'll need help from your brothers and sisters and family members and every other member, friends that helped out to drive me to drug treatments, and all of the friends that helped out with that, and their support and prayers and everything else that you could imagine. Pastor Mark with his prayers and help, elk hunt buddy Matt Waller, and Jimbo and George, another friend, helped out a lot, taking me for rides and taking me in and out and sitting with me, and that's all been appreciated. So I will bring you more details of leading up to that, the things that led up to that, but so far it's a year and 1 month. I'm still hunting. I'm out here by myself, dressed all by myself, packed my stuff on myself, and I am able to do it. Oh, and just a little note, I did go bow hunting with a bow here on my farm, and I put an arrow into a 9-point buck, and I have that also as a trophy of my ability and your ability to get out and do what your mind can do and go hunting. By the way, elevation in Colorado, not a problem with this surgery. To get up and down the mountains like nothing. Although physically I was exhausted and tired after a few hours, but you can rest and get caught back up, and you can make that happen too. And the neuropathy that I have in my hands and my feet, also a big problem, but you can overcome that with hand warmers, bigger boots, being a little bit more sure-footed, moving a lot slower than you've never moved in your life, and using poles and everything else. You can still get up and down and do these things. So I'm going to end this here short today, and hopefully today Big Buck will show up and allow me to at least film him. Not quite certain I'll shoot it, but hey, doesn't really matter to me. I'm here, and I hope to be here for many more years to come. Promised my wife I'd be married to her for 50. We got 40, so I got 10 more to go anyway. And I have a wedding to do next, August 1st for my son, so I got to be there for that too. All right, thank you for watching.